Hey everyone, so this morning I went to the church next door. I don't usually go for the mass next door, but today I decided to go. And I have a busy day ahead of me today. I have interviews and I'm getting so many interviews, but I don't know why I'm not getting any job offer yet. I'm still waiting for my Ontario works to come through, and I am still praying to St. Joseph. I pray to St. Joseph every day to ask for his intercession for work and Our Lady to keep my faith strong. And so I'm continuing to pray for that. I'm also feeling a little encouraged to see that Wits has taken on this global inequality. And I say global because I also want them to include us here in Toronto. Normally they do, like they will, when they tackle things, they will involve the political leaders there, like Cyril Ramaphosa and the government officials, because there are Wits graduates here who are going through the same thing I'm going through, and we can't afford to pay our bills. We don't get steady jobs. When we do get jobs, we get the worst jobs, the worst hours, no accommodation, and we do the best jobs for them. So I'm hoping that this is going to lead to good things. And again, I would encourage others to get involved. Like, it's not only up to me. Like, yes, I'm the representative here, but all the Wits alumni who are in Toronto, you can also write to the university. You can share the posts. You can raise awareness. Because if we all do it, we will have change come about. If it's only me doing it, I can have an impact, but it only goes so far. So I would encourage others to keep an eye out on the Wits page, watch the posts, share the ones that are of interest to you, and try to engage your politicians. So I don't know why they've limited my tags. I can't tag Pierre Poilievre and all these people. But where you can, try to tag them, because then they can read the post and they can see what is important to the Wits alumni or whoever, the Indian community that's here. They can see what's important to you and they can tap into that. And I'm also focusing more on Ahmed Kathrada's work and what he did, because I'm finding that as an Indian woman, my needs are being left behind, and what I need and what I want to happen for me. And unless Bono is going to give me the same red carpet treatment he's giving Ndidi, he can forget about seeing me. I don't care if he tells the whole world he loves me. It doesn't mean anything, because he knows that I'm broke. He knows that I don't have food. He knows that I don't have a job. And what's he doing? He's using my name to tell people that he loves me and tell his staff that he loves me. They just came. All of those staff that are there are new. They were not supporting him from 1976. And they did not go to the human rights concerts in Harare with Sting and Bruce Springsteen. They haven't done the work that I've done. I'm not a high school student. I'm not here to have my research skills tested. I'm not here for any of those things. And the church trusts in me. If they didn't, they wouldn't have told me that, yes, you can go ahead and build your own platform and you can do it with the support of the church. They wouldn't have. They would have said, you know what, you come here, you work for us. You're not ready to go out there and do these things on your own. And it's very, very hard when you're trying to do it and you can't get a job in the church. It's very hard. So, yeah, the music will always be there, but I don't even like their new music. I don't like U2's new music. So, I don't even like the way Bono looks now. So, it will always be there. The past will always be there. That's all we have. But unless he's going to treat me with the same respect that he treats Ndidi, he can forget about seeing me again. I'm not going to support him. I'm not going to support his initiatives, because if you say you love someone, you don't leave them to go jobless, to go hungry, to know that their family is going into bankruptcy. In my case, at least me, going into bankruptcy, and I don't have a job. and then tell people that, oh, yeah, I love Belinda. Since when? She must be kidding. Anyway, I'm praying that I'm going to get a break for work, and I'm praying that things will fall into place for me. I'm also praying for Wits, that all these initiatives will be successful and they'll find a way to involve me and to include me. The problem is that when they include me, you get all these stupid big companies saying, oh, we want to do that, but we don't want Belinda to lead it. Well, that's not going to work. There's a reason that Wits chose me as their representative. So if you don't want me in it, forget about it. EY is not going to get the support. All these big companies are not going to get the support because I represent Wits. So you have to include me. You have to make sure I'm included, and you have to make sure my tickets are paid for and that I'm included at the events as a delegate. If you need me to help at the event, you have to invite me. It's not just going to happen just like that. You need to get in touch with Wits and tell them what you want to do, and then Wits will find a way to include me and to make sure that I'm represented and that I'm there. And that goes too for Bono. I'm not his volunteer anymore. If he wants me at his events, he's going to include me as a delegate, and he's going to pay for everything. Otherwise, I'm not going. I'm not putting in all the legwork to watch other people like Minerva and Ndidi and Najiba and Elaine and all of them get all the red carpet treatment and the hotels and the paid travel and everything, and my life is going into poverty. That's not how it's going to work, because that's how it's been going for the last 20 years since I've been in Canada. I'm not doing it anymore. If you're helping the poor, you want to be a good representative. You want your life to be stable. You want to have food in your cupboard. You want to have a job. You want to have an income. And Wits can't afford to pay me any salary. They can't afford to give me any stipend. So even all those grants and everything that they get, nothing of that money comes to me. It's all invested in the students in South Africa. That's why I'm trying to raise my own funds. The least people can do is to contribute to my GoFundMe, because I'm putting in a lot of work from here to build up the community, to help Wits, to do things. And they have told me before, if they had the funding, if they had the support they needed, they would do it for me, but they can't. I also need to live. I also need to eat. I also need to keep my clothes up to date. I also need to do all those things. So telling people you love me is not enough. It's like Jesus saying to Peter, Peter, do you love me? And what is the answer? Feed my sheep. It's the same thing. There's no use having gifts and talents and taking them and burying them in the ground, and then people want to get upset because I'm singing with Elvis, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know what? Do it yourself. Do it for yourself instead of focusing on me, because I'm focusing on my life and my gifts and my talents, and I even get frightened that the church has put so much trust in me to say, yes, go and build your own ministry, because it's not that easy like people think. It's very, very hard. And if I could get a job in the church, I would take it. I haven't stopped applying to any jobs, and I'm praying that I'm going to get my breakthrough.